If you want smooth performance in games, your graphics card is the most critical component in your system. If you get it wrong, you won't get the gaming performance you want, and low FPS, frame skips become inevitable. That's why I've break down 5 best graphics cards of 2025 that fit your budget, meet your needs, and match your resolution. We'll review them in various categories and reveal which one is the best at the end. I'll also show you the level of gaming performance you can expect from each GPU. So, let's get started. Number 5. AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT. At around $599, this is probably the best value graphics card I would recommend for 1440p resolution. Powered by AMD's next-generation RDNA 3 architecture, it has 16 GB of GDDR6 VRAM running at 19.5 gigabits per second with a 256-bit memory interface and a boost clock speed of up to 2430 MHz, which means you can play AAA games at 1440p in current and upcoming games. And when it comes to connectivity, it is also good. It comes with 3 DisplayPort 2.1 outputs and 1 HDMI 2.1 port, which is enough for most users. How about gaming performance? At 1440p on high to ultra settings, you could get over 110 FPS, so you can play any game you want without any problems. And it also features AMD's enhanced FSR3 support, which significantly boosts FPS in games while maintaining a high level of image quality. But if you are looking to get the 4K performance without thinking about the budget, then wait for the next one. On the cooling side, the dual-fan 2.5 slot design and vapor chamber heat spreader keep core temperatures stable and fan noise low during long gaming sessions. But there are some drawbacks. While ray tracing performance has improved compared to previous AMD generations, it still lags behind NVIDIA cards. And you'll also need a solid cooling system and a power supply of at least 650 watts, although the card's 263 watts TDP makes it slightly more efficient than the competition. Otherwise, the temperature and power consumption can get out of control. So, if you have a 1440p resolution monitor and want to play games that require high performance, this is the one. Number 4. AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT. At around $600, this is a great choice for gamers who want smooth 4K performance at ultra settings without paying thousands of dollars. It's built on AMD's next-generation RDNA 4 architecture and comes with 16 GB of GDDR6 VRAM, up to 2970 MHz boost clock, and a 256-bit memory interface at 20 gigabits per second. You'll be able to experience modern 8AA games at maximum detail and smoothness. It also achieves a very high average frame rate of 119 FPS at 1440p on high to ultra settings. So, this ensures excellent smoothness on high refresh rate monitors, even in competitive games. And the connectivity side? It has 3 DisplayPort 2.1a outputs and 1 HDMI 2.1b port. Moreover, thanks to advanced 3-fan cooling solutions such as the Sapphire Nitro Plus and Asus TUF-OC, it never rises above 70 degrees, even when playing games like Cyberpunk 2077 at 1440p ultra settings. But of course, like any graphics card, there are drawbacks too. With a maximum 304-watt TDP, you'll need a good cooling system like the RX 7800 XT and a minimum 700-watt PSU. Otherwise, you may experience sudden system shutdowns and performance degradation. Still, if you are looking for a balanced, powerful, and future-proof graphics card for 4K gaming, this could be the one. So, which is more important to you, budget or long-term investment? Let me know in the comments below, and let's find the best fit for you. Number 3. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. At around $749, this is by far one of the best graphics cards for those who want realistic reflections and flawless lighting. Built on NVIDIA's advanced 4-nm Blackwell architecture, it features 16 GB of GDDR7 VRAM, up to 2452 MHz boost clock, and 70 dedicated ray tracing cores. And connectivity? There are 3 DisplayPort 2.1b outputs and 1 HDMI 2.1b port, which means you can easily play the latest games on demanding settings while simultaneously using multiple monitors at 4K 240Hz without DSC. You can also reach over 120 FPS on ultra settings in modern AAA titles. and in ray-traced games like Control or Alan Wake 2, reflections and lighting effects remain realistic. Moreover, NVIDIA's latest DLSS 4 and multi-frame generation support boosts FPS by a minimum of 50% depending on the game and settings, while resizable bar and NVIDIA Reflex support open up the CPU-GPU bus, further reducing input latency. In fact, user reports show that at 4K, even with ray tracing turned on, it can still stay above 70 FPS, which is a significant jump compared to previous generations. On the power side, it's rated at maximum 300 watts, so you'll need a solid 750-watt PSU, but thanks to its 3-fan and 2.7-slot vapor chamber cooler, depending on which version of the card you get, you won't see performance drops or hear ear-piercing fan noise during long gaming marathons. Overall, if immersive ray-traced visuals are your priority and you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, I suggest you take a look at RTX 5070 Ti. So, what do you prioritize? Smooth FPS or impressive ray tracing? Share your thoughts. Number 2. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080. At around $999, this graphics card offers serious horsepower for users who want uncompromised 4K gaming. Equipped with 16 GB of GDDR7, a 2617 MHz boost clock, and a 256-bit memory interface at 30 gigabits per second, this card effortlessly runs next-generation AAA games at 4K medium and high settings without the need for an upgrade, and allows you to comfortably see an average performance of over 60 FPS at 4K high settings. Moreover, just like the RTX 5070 Ti, it has NVIDIA's advanced DLSS 4.0 and multi-frame generation technology, which can increase the FPS by up to 800%, making visuals even smoother without sacrificing image quality. But how does it maintain this performance? The 2.1 slot and dual flow-through cooler with vapor chamber heat spreader keeps the card compact and provide powerful heat dissipation. But while this design keeps the card cool, drawing 360 watts, you'll need at least a solid 850 watts PSU. On the connectivity side, there are 3 DisplayPort 2.1b outputs and 1 HDMI 2.1b port, which is more than enough for multi-monitor setups. But there's only one drawback: ray tracing performance. In 4K tests, it's only 11% faster than the RTX 4080 Super, so the expected jump in RT is limited. But if you're focused on premium 4K gaming performance without reaching flagship-level prices, this GPU delivers the perfect balance between cost and capability. Number 1. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090. At around $1999, this is probably the most powerful graphics card I would recommend for those who want the highest performance. Thanks to its 4nm Blackwell architecture, 32 GB of GDDR7 VRAM, up to 2407 MHz boost clock, 512-bit memory interface at 28 gigabits per second, and an incredible 21,560 CUDA cores, this graphics card offers smooth performance at maximum settings. While at 4K high settings, you can easily get over 90 FPS without the need for upgrades like DLSS. But you still can get more FPS boosts while maintaining near-native visual clarity with the use of NVIDIA's DLSS 4 and multi-frame generation technology. How about the cooling side? The dual-slot Founders Edition runs quietly enough that you won't be bothered even without headphones, and its dual-flow fans and vapor chamber heat spreader won't slow down your performance during hours-long gaming marathons. But such performance comes with serious demands. Rated at 575 watts, you need a solid cooling setup and a PSU of at least 1000 watts to run this graphics card smoothly. On the connectivity side, it's more than enough for most people who want to use multiple monitors. There are 3 DisplayPort 2.1b outputs and 1 HDMI 2.1b. In addition, a unique feature of this graphics card is the 9th generation NVENC and 6th generation NVDE-EC engines, which provide professional transcoding and decoding for streaming and recording without CPU overhead. The only downside is the price. This makes this graphics card a really big investment. But if you are looking for the best graphics card of 2025, and if you have the budget, then the RTX 5090 might be your choice. The results of our comparison show that each graphics card shines in its own way, but the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 stands out with a score of 9 out of 10. extra performance boost with DLSS 4.0, professional grade streaming and recording thanks to 9th Gen NVENC plus 6th Gen NVDEC engines, and 32GB of GDDR7 memory make it a standout for both gamers looking for high FPS and creators processing heavy content. But which one do you think is the most suitable for you? If it's different, tell us why in the comments. And that's all for today. I hope this video helped you choose the best graphics card for you. Remember, each card has a different highlight, so it's all about what you prioritize in terms of performance. If you found the video useful, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.